Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. We're reviewing a lot of phones from Nokia, Apple, Samsung, and OnePlus, and we'll unbox the newest OnePlus 9 and last year's 8 in the next couple of weeks. And if you're interested to know what's new on our channel, you can follow our Twitter community at GadgetRevNow. Today is a very interesting and entertaining comparison as we're comparing a Chinese brand that tries to give you everything to compete with the well-known brands and a well-known brand that tries to lower down the price to compete with the Chinese brands. Vivo S9 5G is the newest mid-range phone from Vivo that was just released a month ago behind the X60 series, while Samsung S20 FE is the flagship mid-range crossover that was just released before this year started and behind the flagship S21 series. We will compare both photos and videos and see what the differences are and who's better. Who will win? Hey, don't forget to subscribe, my friend. Let's go! Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. Today we're going to compare Vivo S9 5G versus Samsung S20 FE 5G. Hi everyone, this is JD, your gadget review friend. Today we're going to compare Vivo S9 5G versus Samsung S20 FE 5G. On our first test, the audio, I think we will all agree that Samsung S20 FE has better audio. It is clearer and louder, while Vivo S9 is weaker and has some distortion that I can hear in the background. So S20 FE is the winner here. On our first image, both phones did a very good job in capturing our studio plant. Vivo S9 went to a more dramatic approach by popping out the colors more, while S20 FE is the more natural looking of the two. But if we zoom in, S20 FE is sharper, and although Vivo S9 tries to blur the background, I thought it was too much and unnecessary. So S20 FE is the winner here. On our next photo, I took a shot of our living room, and both phones exposes the dark floors good. But if we zoom in, I noticed two things. Vivo S9 has a little bit of flaring, while S20 FE was able to manage it, and Vivo S9 is a little oversaturated on my taste compared to S20 FE's natural look. So S20 FE is the winner here. Next is tech sharpness. I took a photo of these pepper rings, and if we zoom in, I think S20 FE clearly won this by a long shot. I checked the settings of Vivo S9 and it isn't applying anything like a gradual blur or scene mode. S20 FE is tack sharp in this photo, so S20 FE is the winner here. Next is white balance. I took a photo of my Toronto Raptors cap and both phones did an amazing job on this. I'd say it's a personal preference, but if I were to choose, I think the warmer look of Vivo S9 is more inviting. Again, it's a personal preference, so it's a tie for me. Next is low light condition. Again, both phones were able to produce great looking low light shots, but if we zoom in, I think Vivo S9's saturated look gives more life to this dull, dark image, and because of its HDR, it is also sharp as S20 FE. Same sharpness, colorful on Vivo S9, so Vivo S9 is the winner here. Next image is extreme dark conditions, and wow, look at that. I don't know if this is because of the Dimensity 1100 or just the processing core of Vivo S9, but it turns out that Vivo S9 is stronger in low light and extreme dark conditions. If we zoom in, there's no competition. Vivo S9 is the winner here. Next image, we took a photo of our rusty light bulb, and both of them exposes the darker area of the bulb well. I'd say Vivo S9 is a little lighter, but the details of both images are good, and both of them preserve much information in the shadows. So it's a tie for me. Next is green and sky, and this is a good example since today it is cloudy. Vivo S9 as always produces a more saturated green and is more pleasing, but looking at the sky, it produces a purplish color, while S20 FE is the natural color of it. It's a personal preference. I can say that everyone will love the natural look since some of us wants a punchier nature colors. So it's a tie for me. Next, I want to check the flaring, so I took a shot directly at the sun. And both phones manage it well. But Vivo S9 has a little bit of halo, while S20 FE is spot on. So S20 FE is the winner here. Next is rear camera portrait shots. And if you want to know how you would look on both phones, I can happily say you would love any of these phones. They produce great portrait shots. Vivo S9 is applying smoothness on my face, while S20 FE is natural looking. I'd say I prefer the more natural look of S20 FE since I'm a guy, but I think the girls would love Vivo S9. So it's a tie for me. Next is selfie portrait shots, and it's the same story. Vivo S9 is applying smoothness on my face and a little bit lighter too, while S20 FE is more natural looking, but it's also applying a little bit of smoothness now. Again, I prefer the manly look of S20 FE, but girls will love Vivo S9, so it's a tie for me. And lastly, versatility. Both of them has regular and ultra-wide shots, but only S20 FE can give you the optical zoom since it has telephoto lens. Vivo S9 can only do digital cropping, so S20 FE produces a better zoom images, so it is more versatile. We're testing the video stabilization and we're walking, and now we're running. Everything is in default settings. Again, we're walking, and now we're running. We're checking the autofocus. And the light variation. We're testing the video on low light condition and extreme dark conditions. On our video test, S20 FE is more stabilized than Vivo S9, just a little bit, but it can record better video in darker conditions. Autofocus and light variations are almost the same. Still, S20 FE is the winner here. So what is GadgetRevNow's verdict? I enjoyed this camera comparison video. I thought it was evenly matched. They have distinct qualities and it's up to you which you prefer. Vivo S9 has a warmer tone, tends to oversaturate colors, and better in low light and extreme dark conditions. While Samsung S20 Fan Edition is sharper, better in managing flaring, has cooler tone, more versatile, and better audio, video stabilization, and low light video recording. I think if you own any of these phones, you're already a winner because of how affordable they are. But for the sake of this test, I think the winner is Samsung S20 Fan Edition, for a few reasons. It is obviously sharper, more versatile thanks to the telephoto lens, and has better low-light video recording. But if you love low-light shots, I'd go with Vivo S9. Still, S20 Fan Edition is superior. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. We're posting videos of gadget reviews, comparisons, photography gears, and tips. The goal of this channel is to review and compare devices as simple as possible, concise, and friendly. Don't forget to drop your comment, like, and share. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.